Greetings, Lakeport Christian Center. Stephen and Cindy Aldrich here. We're so glad to have this opportunity to be with you today. As you know, that we have been serving as missionaries for a number of years in French-speaking countries, Haiti, France, and now the Lord is taking us to Belgium to minister to the French-speaking world. And it's so good to have this opportunity to be with you and also to be with Pastor Mike and Pastor Ruth.
You know, we want to thank you for all these years that you have been faithfully supporting us, not only with your finances, but also with your prayers in this needy world.
This last term of missionary service, we were in Haiti, and God used us in a variety of ways to impact and touch the lives of many Haitians and prepare and train pastors. As we came home, the Lord began to move in our hearts for the French-speaking world. You know, in the French-speaking world, there's over 360 million people that need to hear about Jesus Christ, from the Pacific Islands all the way to the Caribbean islands, in Africa and Europe and Asia. There are so many people that are either acquainted with French or speak French that haven't had the opportunity to really make a choice for Jesus Christ. And the Lord has laid that world on our hearts, that French-speaking world. And we are excited about the opportunity that God has opened to us now to transition from Haiti to go to the country of Belgium, where there's a school that trains English speakers as well as French speakers, and those French speakers come from a variety of places, as well as the English students or the students that are speaking English that come from all over the world. In this school that God's taken to us is called Continental Theological Seminary, and this school is a school that has impacted people's lives for going on 52 years now, around 52 years. And in the student body, half of them are French speaking. And so we have an opportunity to invest in their lives. They come from 10 different plus French-speaking countries, and our desire is to mentor them, train them, and see what God can do through them to impact their nations for the glory of God. And in the process, be involved in ministry there in southern Belgium, the French-speaking population of Belgium that so desperately needs to hear about Jesus Christ. Anyhow, we're excited about this opportunity. You know, the French world's dark. It is really dark. We had a woman one time in our church that we pastored while we were in France, and she said to us, she said, "Listen, for all my life I've had pile and pile of unbelief laid upon me." When she explained her conversion experience and how long it took her to finally come to faith in Jesus Christ. She was told from the time she was a little girl in kindergarten that God did not exist, and as a result of that, her life was being lived in spiritual darkness. We can almost say that she was living like a pagan, in the sense of without God in this world. And then she came to church at the invitation of a friend, and she began to listen to the gospel message, and layer after layer of unbelief was taken off of her. There are millions of people like this, hundreds of millions of people like this in the French-speaking world that desperately need to hear about Jesus Christ. They need to have those layers of unbelief peeled back as they hear the gospel message. And we're called to train up men and women who have that call to go out there and proclaim the truth of Christ to this world that so desperately needs to hear about Jesus Christ. And again, your church has had a very important part in what God is doing and has done in us. And we want to say thank you for giving this opportunity to serve the body of Christ and to serve our Lord at Continental Theological Seminary, and also to serve the French world.
Did you know that this place has had quite an influence on our lives? Because I was at Continental Theological Seminary in the 80s. My husband did some master's studies there, and your pastor and pastor's wife were also touched by being at that seminary and God moving in their lives and forming them. And so and we were so glad to be in ministry with them up in the Shasta section. We were pastoring in the small town of Happy Camp, and they were in Wairika, and just amazing how God puts things together, isn't it?
Yes, and so we are just so thankful to you folks for being a part of what God has called us to. And I just want to say I am looking really forward to being with you the end of November, on November 29th, to have an opportunity, my wife and I, to share with you in the service there and just share our hearts and our passion with you. May God bless you, and may you continue to pursue Him and impact your world for eternity.
Que Dieu vous bénisse.
God bless you.